To grace this occasion today, we have very eminent and renowned personalities. We are very much pleased to welcome our most respected Dr. K. Ramesha Sir, Director CSIR-CECRI, our today's chief guest, respected Dr. Debashish Bhattacharjee, Vice President Technology and R&D, Tata Steel Limited, Calcutta, Dr. Karthik Kumarji, R&D Director, St. Gobain Research Private Limited, Dr. D.M. Rajaji, Chairman Tungabhadra Board, Karnataka, Dr. V. Saraswati Madam, Senior Scientist, CSIR-CECRI, Dr. Davidson Sir, Head TTBD, Head PPMG, HOD from various divisions, our invited and distinguished guests, scholars, staff of CSIR-CECRI, a very warm welcome to one and all. Let us begin our function. I request you all to kindly stand for the invocation, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sukhalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyosna Puragitaya, Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Kodi kodutha kodanyan குடியிருந்த வீடும் கொடுத்த விழுத்தெய்வம் மள்ளி கொடுத்த அழகன் அறிவூட்டும் விளக்கே விளக்கே
முன்பெரும் தவத்தால் தோன்றி முயன்று எமை காக்கும் வள்ளல் அன்பினால் அழகப்பாவின் அறம் பணி போற்றி செய்வோம், போற்றி செய்வோம்.
Thank you. I now request our respected director, Dr. K. Ramesha Sir, to kindly welcome the guest on the dais with a bouquet, please. Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very proud for all of us that CSIR, Central Electrochemical Research Institute, is celebrating 1 week, 1 lab program during July 24 to 28, 2023. As you all are aware that 1 week, 1 lab is a theme-based campaign launched by Shri Jitendra Singh Ji, Honorable Minister of Science and Technology and Vice President CSIR, with an objective to unite the minds of innovators, students, startups, academia and industry to look for opportunities through deep tech ventures. In connection with it, we have the curtain raiser ceremony of our 1-week OneLab program. And to do the honors, I request respected Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya, Vice President Technology and R&D Tata, to kindly unveil the curtain and inaugurate the program, please. Sir, please. Thank you so much, sir, for doing the honors. Thank you, everyone. We now request the dignitaries on the dais to mark the ceremonial beginning of the event, please. Now it's the lighting of lamp by our dignitaries to mark the ceremonial beginning of the event. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'am.
May I now request Dr. V. Saraswati Madam, our Senior Most Chief Scientist of CSIR-CECRI, to kindly deliver the welcome address, please.
And happy morning to all of you. Today is a special day for all of us. Since we have traveled 75 years of R&D journey of CSIR-CECRI. So today is the last day of 75th year, and we are entering into the 76th birthday of CSIR-CECRI tomorrow. During the 75 years of this R&D journey, CSIR-CECRI has developed many technological breakthroughs and inventions, like a number of inventions like that is sacrificial anode for cathodic protection, titanium substrate insoluble anode, sodium gluconate, then protective coatings for civil infrastructures, PEM electrolyzer, CO2 capture, etc., etc. So happened in CSIR-CECRI. So the man behind all this success story is none other than Dr. R.M. who is the visionary leader, educationalist, entrepreneur, Vallal, and founder of CSIR-CECRI. So he donated 300 acres of land and 15 lakh rupees in 1940 to these R&D institutions in the remote area called Karaikudi. Let us give him a big round of applause for Dr. R.M. Alagappa Chettiar, who has donated and who has created a magic facility at one initiative of government of India under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister and Vice President Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji, Vice President of CSIR, and Science and Technology, to showcase the technological breakthroughs of CSIR for the benefit of the industries, startups, academia, students, and also to ignite the young minds of India. So CSIR, the innovation engine of India, was launched during 6th of January 2023. So under this campaign, every week CSIR labs will showcase their unique innovations and technological breakthroughs and also future technologies to the general public, school and colleges, and to the industries. So the aim of this program is to create awareness about the available technologies and services at present in CECRI among the potential stakeholders. These technologies help in providing solutions to societal problems and to develop the scientific temperament among the society, especially among the students who are future of the country. The event focuses on various activities of CSIR-CECRI and will be celebrated between 24th to 28th of July. 24th is a curtain raiser along with the CECRI Industry Connect. 25th is a 76th CSIR-CECRI Foundation Day celebrations along with Industry Connect on corrosion mitigation. 26th we are celebrating the Student Connect Jigyasa program with the IPR awareness program. 27th July, Energy Technology Meet at Chennai, and 28th is a Electroplaters Meet at Madurai and Validity Function. So 5 days we are celebrating this 1 week, 1 day program, OneLab program. Today is the first day of 1 week, 1 lab celebration, for which eminent chief guests are present here to grace the occasion. It's my pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Bhattacharya, Vice President Technology and R&D, Tata Steel Limited, Kolkata, who has agreed our invitation and come over here for gracing the today's program. And he is going to release the CSIR technology compendium video and will be delivering the inaugural address. So on behalf of CECRI and my own behalf, we welcome you, sir, for this campaign. Next, I would like to welcome the chairman, Shri D. Raipure IES board, for accepting our invitation and come over here amongst his busy schedule, and he is going to release the technology capsule and will be delivering the special address. So he has, Tungabhadra board has sponsored a project for CECRI. First time in CECRI's history, we have undertaken a challenging job for assessing the 33 numbers of, that is radial gate steel gates of this Tungabhadra, spillway gates of Tungabhadra board, and we don't have any left out. We should not disturb the steel components. Without disturbing that, that gate, we have to assess the remaining life of the radial gate components. Since normal life of the dam is only 45 years. So it crossed over 68 years. So recently the steel minister visited that dam and he requested CECRI to undertake such type of job. So that project is in progress. Tomorrow we are having the project review meeting. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for offering the wonderful and challenging job for us. I wish to welcome I also like to welcome Dr. Karthik Kumar, R&D Director, Saint Gobain Private Limited, who is our own family member and my own alumni, who has accepted our invitation and come over here for gracing the occasion. So we have been interacting with for more than a year. So since being the director of this Saint Gobain, they have developed some household articles. They wanted to develop the corrosion map of their own developed household articles. We are going to use that materials at Mandapam, and we are going to arrive the corrosion map of the articles which they are supplying. So I think is whatever we are now submitted to the Saint Gobain. So on this occasion, I would like to welcome him to this campaign. I would like to welcome Dr. Ramesh, Director CSIR-CECRI, who is supporting us and steering and encouraging us in bringing this 5-day schedule. This is the first mega event after he has taken charges in charge, and he has helped us in all our activities of bringing this event into at this stage. I welcome him for this campaign. I would like to welcome all the former directors of CSIR-CECRI and former retired scientists and guests who have come over, especially Dr. Satyanarayana, and he came from Delhi, who have come over here to grace the occasion. So next I would like to welcome all the industry, especially Multicoat, GWatch, and other industrial partners and clients, guests who have come over here for this program and to grace the occasion. I would like to welcome my members of the scientific, technical and non-technical, BTech, ACSIR students and administrative staff, accounts purchase, including TTBD, PPMG. And also I would like to welcome all the service sections. They served a lot for this. They worked day and night to bring up to this stage. So civil, electrical, CNU, AC, HLS, security, and personals, all other personals, those who have pardon me, I would have left anybody. So not least, I welcome all the press and media. We shall take this moment to celebrate scientific and technological achievements of CSIR-CECRI. In the future, we hope to achieve technological that is globally of common man. So once again, I would like to welcome all of you for this 1 week, 1 lab program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the very pleasant welcome address and for the insight on 1 week, 1 lab campaign.
May I now request our respected director, Dr. Ramesha sir, to kindly deliver the presidential address, please. Sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Devashis Bhattacharya, Shri D.M. Raipure, Dr. Karthik Kumar, and dignitaries from industries, academia, PSUs, government departments, press and media, and CSIR-CECRI family, former directors, and the CSIR retirees, my dear CSIR family and students. Vanakkam, namaskar, and warm welcome to you all for this inauguration and cut and racer program of 1 week, 1 lab program. So as Madam already told, 1 week, 1 lab program is the initiation by our Science and Technology, Honorable Science and Technology Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, and his vision that each CSIR lab will display its research capabilities, technologies, and innovation to people of India through series of events for the industries and academians and for school children and all that, so that each CSIR lab will strengthen its connectivity with the industry as well as the society around this. So with that idea, this 1 week, 1 lab program is initiated, and all 37 labs, one by one, and matching with their foundation day celebrations, they have performed this 1 week, 1 lab. And I think out of 37, we are the 30th lab, proudly presenting all our technologies and innovations during this 1 week, 1 lab program. And another idea of this 1 week, 1 lab program is that the entrepreneurs and those startups will get encouraged and will take deep tech ventures and work with the CSIR to take all technologies which is in the period to the further tier level. So with that idea, we are starting this 1 week, 1 lab. CECRI is having this 1 week, 1 lab program. So 5 days, we will have a series of events, starting from industry event, and also we are to inaugurate a few new facilities here at the CSIR-CECRI today, tomorrow, and then we will also have many technology transfer as well as product transfer to the industry. Those kind of events we have been envisioned. And also for students, we also have various programs. Tomorrow we'll also have, since it's in the 76th Foundation Day, our DGCSR madam will be here as a chief guest, and MNRE secretary will also be the guest for tomorrow's program. And then we'll also have evening student rally. So the one which arranged for not only taking like broadcasting our 1 week, 1 lab program, but also to spread across the information about IP protection and all those things. Those kind of program also envisioned. And one of the day we will have full day workshop on IP or related matters, like what is the importance IPR and how to write in a patent, all those things. That workshop is open to all public, and any students and other institutes, they will all come and join here. And 1 day program we will have in Chennai, which is exclusively on energy related aspects. 5 days pack program from CSIR-CECRI. So coming back to CECRI, you all know that is the largest institute in South Asia dedicated to work on electrochemistry. CECRI has unique capabilities in the various aspects of electrochemistry, starting from corrosion mitigation, electroplating, energy like batteries, fuel cell, supercapacitors, and even now we started the green hydrogen production kind of facility. And with the institute which have been had 75 glorious years, also embarking new areas of electrochemistry, considering the importance of energy and environment. So a lot of work on energy theme and environment. We have a team working on CO2 capture, conversion to organic other useful products. And we have a coating team which not only on corrosion, electroplating, and smart coating, thermal barrier coating. So all these new areas have been included in and also I want also, as Madam said, pay my deep respect to Dr. Alagappa Chettiar, who founded this institute and gave us a place to dedicate ourselves and contribute to the science of this nation. We also promise that this month of completion of 75th year to the nation that we will continue this research. So we will produce new production so that we will contribute to Atmanirbhar Bharat. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your very nice and encouraging remarks, highlighting the significance of 1 week, 1 lab program, and also CECRI's various activities related to the same. साथियों, अब मैं हमारे निदेशक महोदय से निवेदन करती हूं कि वे हमारे मुख्य अतिथियों का स्वागत शॉल से करें। Dr. Ramesha sir, to kindly honor our respected chief guests and guest of honors with a shawl and memento, please. Sir.
Yeah, come, sir.
It's honoring of Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya by our respected director, Ramesha sir. We request Ramesha sir to kindly honor Shri D.M. Raipure sir, Chairman of Tungabhadra Board, with a shawl and memento, please. I now request our director sir to kindly honor Dr. Karthik Kumar sir with a shawl and memento, please. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, next on the agenda is the release of video that highlights the R&D activities and significant technological achievements of CSIR-CECRI. For this, may I request our chief guest, Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya, Vice President Technology and R&D, Tata Steel Limited, Kolkata, to kindly release the video. May I request Team CNU to play the video, please? This is a short video of 10 to 20 minutes. We request the audience to sit back and tell it.
Innovation.
Innovation is the need of the hour. The next step in an Atmanirbhar India needs innovation. We, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, relentlessly strive to strengthen the industrial backbone of India through scientific transformation. CSIR established the Central Electrochemical Research Institute at Karaikudi, Tamil Nadu in 1948 to serve as the core research wing to explore innovation in the areas of corrosion studies, conventional and modern batteries, preparation of industrially important chemicals, electroplating, electrochemical sensors, and clean or sustainable energy. The technologies that CECRI has created and improvised have been transferred to several industries. Under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the 1 week OneLab campaign will bring to light the efficiency of this institute, which has transformed various electrochemical technologies to sustainable and economically feasible industrial advantage. The 75 years of its journey shows countless glorious milestones achieved by CECRI.
CSIR-CECRI's vision is to create innovations within and beyond the borders of electrochemistry to address the critical needs of industry and society through translational research. CSIR-CECRI's unique capabilities are in the core areas of batteries, capacitors, fuel cells, corrosion mitigation, green hydrogen, carbon capture and utilization, and biosensors and electroplating, etc. Moreover, I believe that the Institute, having a glorious past, has become more relevant now and also in the days to come, considering the importance of the energy harvesting and storage and mitigating the environmental issues. CSIR-CECRI will synergize its R&D efforts in providing solutions to clean energy, clean water and clean air through electrochemical interventions. The Institute will realign its effort towards accomplishing the goals of national missions as well as global sustainable development goals. Towards this, the R&D focus of the institute are on developing eco-friendly, cost-effective and innovative technologies in energy, environment and healthcare. Indigenous development of next generation battery technologies which are more energy and power efficient, India-specific batteries, temperature tolerant and fast charging batteries. Through these activities, we are also establishing a robust and dynamic industry connect for translating lab innovations into commercial technologies. As part of Skill India mission, we are also concluding various skill development activities to support MSMEs and entrepreneurship. Further, as an outreach activity, we have Jigyasa program for inspiring the school children to take up research as their career path. So overall, during this Amrit Kal, CSIR-CECRI has a strong commitment towards making our country a self-reliant one. Jai Hind.
In accordance with the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister towards a clean and green environment, CECRI strives to encompass the idea of a friendly environment. We work towards a net zero emission atmosphere through development of environmentally friendly green hydrogen technologies. CECRI works towards reducing CO2 emissions that harms the atmosphere. Some of the technologies that has an immediate bearing on greener emissions are proton exchange membrane, PEM-based water electrolyzer for green hydrogen generation, solar-powered membrane-free decoupled electrolyzer for water splitting for producing hydrogen and oxygen through electrochemical methods, development of novel absorbent materials for CO2 separation. Further, CECRI is also keenly involved in developing technologies for conversion of carbon dioxide into useful products like oxalic acid, polyurethane, propylene carbonate and adipic acid. These are useful in technologies that directly influence rural lifestyle all over India. For example, access to clean drinking water is still difficult in many villages. Therefore, CECRI has developed an electrochemical process for defluorination of drinking water that will help more than 8,000 villages. The whole world is moving away from fossil fuels to generate energy because burning of these fossil fuels releases a variety of harmful chemicals into the atmosphere. At the same time, our energy demands are also ever increasing, so we can only gradually shift towards alternate sources. Lithium-ion batteries are very important in this aspect. Nowadays, they are present in all electronic devices. Realizing its importance, CECRI has created an indigenous lithium-ion cell-making technologies and fabrication facility. CECRI continuously endeavors to nurture domestic manufacturing of lithium-ion batteries. Apart from lithium-ion batteries, CECRI has developed a supercapacitor cell fabrication technology using the indigenous carbon with a configuration of 2.7 volt and 100 farad. Supercapacitors can store electrical energy through the electrostatic double-layer capacitance, enabling them to charge and discharge rapidly. Redox flow batteries for bulk electrical energy storage. Redox flow batteries use liquid electrolytes containing electroactive species to store and release energy. Mechanically rechargeable zinc air and aluminium air batteries. Mechanically rechargeable metal air battery technology offers an innovative approach to energy storage, allowing easy replacement of the consumed aluminium or zinc anode, enabling continuous operation. A core research area of CECRI concentrates on corrosion studies and its prevention. New paints and coatings are an important development in corrosion prevention. Some of the notable developments in the area of corrosion protection coatings by CECRI are Cement Polymer Composite Coating (CPCC), 4-coat painting scheme for concrete surface, high performance moisture compatible coating for wet surface, corrosion-resistant inhibitive admixture for Portland Pozzolana cement. Apart from coatings, CECRI concentrates on several innovative technologies for corrosion prevention and observation. Paint removing jelly, sensor for corrosion monitoring in civil infrastructures, solid lubricant coatings for BrahMos supersonic missile applications. CSIR-CECRI has developed these coatings for use in BrahMos missiles. One of the important pillars of electrochemistry is bioelectrochemistry that is directly related to healthcare. Our body itself is a good example of an electrochemical factory. Several types of biosensors have emerged nowadays based on electrochemical ideas. Modern sensors have developed to such an extent that they integrate into the human body to provide accurate diagnosis. In this regard, the following types of sensors are being developed by CECRI. Wearable electrochemical sensors for healthcare monitoring. Label-free redox system for customizable electrochemical biosensor. The novel devices and technologies also require new chemicals which are synthesized in CECRI itself. This process is closely linked in the areas of corrosion, CO2 conversion, catalysis, and so on. For example, the process for the conversion of 4-nitrophenol to 4-aminophenol is done in CECRI through a galvanostatic process. Another core area of CECRI in industrial electrochemistry is electroplating. This field is rich in innovation, and CECRI has a long legacy in the field of electroplating. Some of the key areas of research in the field of electroplating being carried out in CECRI are extraction of transition metals through electrowinning process, electroplating of nickel-copper bilayer process, trivalent hard chromium electroplating process, electroforming of nickel mold, metal or metal nitride coatings by PVD for value-added products. Electrometallurgy, particularly molten salt metallurgy, is a niche area of CSIR-CECRI, which caters to several important industrial and strategic sectors as follows. Molten salt electrowinning of rare earths, a process for the production of HBN through molten salt synthesis. Platinum recovery using exhaust plating gas. Thermal barrier coatings for high temperature applications or heat-resistant paint for helicopter components. Apart from technology development, CECRI is also involved in testing and reviewing important facilities. CSIR BP Tech is one such facility. It is a unique battery test facility in India equipped with 72 individual battery testing channels with varying current and voltage ratings, serving the purpose of several industries in certifying the lead-acid batteries produced by them. Thus, this center is also an NABL accredited one. CECRI steps foot into all the latest technologies available and explores the possibility of innovation and sustainable ecosystem. CECRI is in the forefront of 3D metal and polymer printing in India and caters to technologies like artificial and biocompatible implants. CECRI also has a wide range of sophisticated analytical facilities like high-resolution transmission, electron microscope, scanning probe microscopes, and X-ray photoelectron spectroscopy. These analytical facilities keeps CECRI in the edge of state-of-the-art developments in science and technology. On the whole, CSIR-CECRI, which has just completed its 75th Platinum Jubilee Foundation year, has been serving industries, public and strategic sectors and society through its constant and continuous R&D efforts. CSIR-CECRI will strive to make the nation Atmanirbhar in several sectors. CSIR CECRI, which helps in building not only infrastructure but the character of our nation as a whole.
That was the glimpse of our R&D activities. Thank you all. Thank you, Team CNU. Ladies and gentlemen, before we have the address by our esteemed chief guest, may I request Dr. Poonam to give a brief introduction of our chief guest and his brief all of us with his remarkable achievements.
Thanks, Ji. It is indeed a great privilege to introduce Shri Debashish Bhattacharya Ji. Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya Ji is BE in Metallurgical Engineering from Jadavpur University in the year 1986, from IIT Kanpur in the year 1989, and PhD in Material Science and Metallurgy from University of Cambridge, UK in 1993. He carried out 2 postdoctoral research engagements, one at the Rolls-Royce University Technology Centre at Cambridge between 1993 and 1996, and the second at the University of Birmingham between 2000 and 2002. He joined Tata Steel R&D in 1996 and headed the function as Chief Research and Development and Scientific Services till 2009. In 2009, seconded to Tata Steel Europe as Group Director Research, Development and Technology for Tata Steel Group. Dr. Bhattacharya Ji is an expert in development of materials and associated technologies. He holds over 50 international peer-reviewed journal publications and over 20 patents. Presently, Dr. Bhattacharya Ji is leading the development of technologies in the area where ready solutions are not really exist. For example, large-scale carbon capture and utilization in the steel industry, production of green hydrogen in large scale for replacing carbon-based reduction of iron ore, utilization of low-grade ores, and development of novel coating on steel. Sir is a fellow of the Indian National Academy of Engineering and of the Indian Institute of Metals. He has been a visiting professor at the Imperial College London, the University of UK, and University of Science and Technology, Beijing, China. Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya Ji is chairman on Ceramet Private Limited and Tata Steel Advanced Materials. He is also a chairman of Expert Committee on Industry Academia Connect Task Force, Bengal Chamber of Commerce. He is a member of Technology Advisory Group for Empowered Technology, Government of India, and a member of NABL Board. With these few words, I now request our respected chief guest, Shri Debashish Bhattacharya Ji, for his address, please. Sir, over to you.
Thank you for your kind, a little embarrassing introduction. But I would like to start with thoughts and respect to Agapa Chetia, who was the visionary founder of this place through not only land but also money. And it's a personal privilege and honor to be standing here at the curtain raiser function of OneLab 1 week for CSIR-CECRI. We call it CECRI. Goes out of the tongue fast. Yeah, and it's really an honor and thank you very much to the director of CECRI and also to DG CSIR for kindly inviting me here today. So, Vanakkam. Dr. Ramesha, Dr. Raipure, Dr. Kumar, who's an ex-student of this place, we continue to meet at the other academic campus more. Dr. Davidson, my colleagues from Tata Steel, led by Mr. Vinay Mahashabde, Chief of R&D, directors of CECRI, eminent scientists, technologists of CSIR and of CECRI, and students, the future generation. I spoke in this in this audience, I spoke about the fact that we are living in a time of change. So I'm going to change it a little bit. I say we are actually living in epoch-making. Literally, we are actually living in an epoch-making era because epochs don't change so often. They change in thousands of years or millions of years. And we're just seeing change of one epoch to another at this very moment. And that's because we as humans are leaving permanent, long time marks on Earth. And so we are just looking at change from, I don't know if you know what epoch is. It's a geological time frame. So you must have heard of Jurassic, right? Has anybody heard of Jurassic? Like in the Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs? Yeah. So we're not dinosaurs, but the Jurassic was an era in geological time scale. We were living in the Holocene era, in the geological time scale. We've just transited into the Anthropocene era of the geological time scale. And the geological time scale transition is established on the fact that what is happening now will leave a mark for hundreds of thousands of years to come. So somebody, maybe humans, maybe some other species in the future, when they look back at this time through fossils, through sedimentary deposits, they clearly see an era which was different from the past. And what are those? So recently, very recently, the carbon dioxide measure was again taken. It is now at the highest level. It is about 450 ppm. Not much, but it's the highest ever in the last 5 million years. So when somebody looks back at the ice, if ice still remains, ice samples, they will see this era had the highest CO2 footprint than any time in the past ever. If they look at the sediments at the bottom of the ocean, they'll find substance which never existed before in any time in this Earth's history, which is plastics. There'll be whole deposits of organic material which will remain forever. So they are not fossils. They are permanent materials created by man, which will remain as a permanent fingerprint on the face of this Earth. And they need 3 markers. And the third, they say they found in deposits of lakes which carry with them signature flow doesn't disturb, remain forever. They suddenly in those lakes. Clearly, atomic energy didn't exist. So the test, not carried plutonium into as bottom. Living in geological time frame. Man is seen time geological time. Having left which is there's wind energy and so on and so forth, and nuclear energy. So, you can see that the power generation sector will become green. We'll have lower and lower CO2 footprint. The automotive sector is going towards batteries and hydrogen. I'll talk about batteries a little later, how green they are. But they have a direction and there's a visibility that they will become green and have lower CO2 footprint. The problem is with some of the big industries such as cement and steel, where you need cement, you need to make calcium carbonate into calcium oxide. There's no other way. That's way to drive out the CO2. But you do something with this. There's no other way. In iron and steel, you have to reduce the iron oxide to make iron. You have to drive out the oxygen in some way. And the easiest way is to use carbon. Right? Carbon produces CO2. Easily. So when you capture the CO2 and make all these acids that you mentioned, it's possible, but it is the scale that is the problem. India today makes about 100 million, 110 million tons of steel. The world makes about 1.8 billion tons of steel. Billion is a large number. Right? So India makes 110. It has the ambition and the need to go to 300 million tons per annum, and it will be the biggest, second biggest, it already is the second biggest steel making country in the world. But the amount of CO2 that comes out in making of steel is roughly 2 times the amount of steel. So 300 million tons of steel will mean 600 million tons of CO2 per annum. 600 million tons. Now, you have to do something with the CO2, you have to capture it, make it safe for the environment, take it away from the environment. The easiest way is to plant more trees. Right? You just plant trees that absorb CO2. Imagine how much plantation would be required in India to capture all the 600 million tons of CO2 that will come out of the 300 million tons of steel making. Any guess? 2/3 of India's land area needs to be covered with rainforest to capture all the CO2 that will come out. That's not feasible. We need agricultural land also to eat. We need land for living. Right? So that's not feasible. So we need a technical solution. We need to capture the CO2 and utilize the CO2. And so capture and hold it in certain chemical compounds. Simplest is methanol. So if you capture it and make methanol, to make methanol you need hydrogen, green hydrogen. So we were just doing a calculation, and the guys are sitting here, the colleagues are sitting here. They were doing some calculations of how much hydrogen will be needed for that. So Tata Steel by 2030 will make, I'm relating these stories to give you the scale of the problem. Tata Steel by 2030 will make 40 million tons of steel. We have said we will have a capping at 1.8 tons of CO2 that time per ton of steel. So, and you've seen all the current technologies using scrap, using whatever, all the current technologies will bring it down to so much. And there will be a remaining 20 million tons of CO2 still to be addressed, to not bring it to zero, to bring it to 1.8. Right? 20 million tons of CO2 needs to be addressed. Now, if all that CO2 is converted to methanol, you need about 4 million tons of hydrogen. Now, I don't know how many here work on hydrogen. 4 million tons of green hydrogen will mean, if you use electrolyzers, as was mentioned, energy around 30 gigawatts. 30 gigawatts will produce 4 million tons of hydrogen. That will convert CO2 into methanol. 30 gigawatts, ladies and gentlemen, means today's Delhi, Calcutta, Bombay, Madras, put together, multiplied by 2. For one steel company to utilize only part of its CO2, 20 million tons of CO2. That is the scale of the problem. In next 6 years it's not going to happen. So we need to find multiple solutions. And that's the point I'm coming to. So when CECRI works on CCU, works on hydrogen, works on fuel cells and electrolyzers, you will keep in mind that the scale of the problem we are trying to solve as a nation is humongous. And it's now. It's already on us. So we need to work with a huge amount of energy, speed, with lots of collaboration, because no single organization can work on this and take it to fruition. You need electrochemists, you need people who understand gases, you need chemists and chemical engineers, you need metallurgists, thank goodness, but always safe. And you need a whole gamut of scientists, technologists, and environmental scientists. And it's got to be done fast. We need to have multiple routes of hydrogen. Electricity cannot be the only route for hydrogen, green hydrogen. We need to find other chemical routes. Making methanol or CCU cannot be the only solution for carbon dioxide. We need to find other solutions for reducing iron oxide into iron, maybe hydrogen, but then we get the same problem as CCU. Maybe sodium, because there may be other reductants also. So we need to actively look at multiple things. Coming to a subject which is closer to you, which is batteries, which is a solution to environment, to greenification. The battery is a solution because it can store electricity, it can store green electricity and make it available 24/7. It can make transportation green. As a nation, we still have a problem in multiple areas. We are replacing one energy material, one imported energy material, which is petrol, so fossil fuel, with a whole set of imported energy materials. Lithium is imported as of today. Nickel is imported. Cobalt is imported. High-grade manganese is imported. Even the anode materials are imported. So we need to find a way to make these indigenous. There are indigenous deposits, only we have not worked on how to upgrade these indigenous deposits. We need to work actively and fast on recycling of these materials so that we are less dependent on the natural mining and natural deposits of these materials. So we are setting up, as Tata Steel, we are setting up a recycling unit on electrical waste, which will then become recycling on of battery waste and so on and so forth. One of our former managing director, CEO managing director, is setting up a professorial chair at IIT Madras on urban mining, just to address the focus to these issues. But I would like to draw your attention to the battery itself. Is it really green? The nickel in the battery today comes, 60% of the nickel comes from Indonesia. It comes at the cost of greenery, it comes at the cost of forest, it comes at the cost of biodiversity. The carbon dioxide footprint of per ton of nickel is 500 times. It's 500 tons of CO2 per ton of nickel, which is 250 times that of steel. Steel is only 2. That nickel is not green. That nickel is not sustainable, and it is completely against biodiversity. The technology it uses today is either pyrometallurgy or hydrometallurgy. Both of them are energy guzzlers and unsafe and unsustainable. You need to find a different route for nickel. Similarly, cobalt comes from a country which we don't want to touch that cobalt. So I'm delighted to see that you're working on multiple chemistries for batteries. And that is absolutely the way forward, where we look for battery chemistries which are sustainable. Maybe zinc, right? Maybe aluminium, maybe sodium, maybe vanadium flow batteries. Something that is not as, planetarily toxic as nickel. So we need to actively look for materials for energy. And this is where I'm delighted again that Tata Steel and CECRI is joining hands to work on battery materials like gamma manganese oxide, which comes from our waste materials. It is a waste of the low-grade manganese ores from our manganese mines, which you are helping us to upgrade and convert to gamma manganese oxide for battery use, and I'll be delighted to open the pilot plant later today. We are also working on using our waste to produce magnesium together with you, using electrolytic routes. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's opportunities like this where an industrial need, an industrial waste matches the capabilities in one of the key national laboratories like this. The industrial need matches the capabilities, and we can produce technology that will take our nation to a leadership status in the world. If we can produce such materials here and upscale to full-scale technologies, the world will stop and look. The world will reach out for these materials, and this is where Atmanirbharta comes to its full fruition. So I thank CECRI for joining hands with us in technology collaboration. I thank Dr. Ramesha for your kind invitation to me to come to this occasion, and my colleagues. And I wish you all a great and successful OneLab, 1 week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very wonderful address and reminding us of geological era and frameworks. You also highlighted very important concerns related to climate change, CO2 emission, carbon footprints, hydrogen generation, and finally, solution to greener environment and indigenous technologies. And sir, we really cherish your association with CSIR-CECRI on R&D projects. Thank you so much.
We now have the release of CSIR-CECRI's technology capsule highlighting the significant technologies developed by CSIR-CECRI which are ready for technology transfer. May I now request our respected guest of honor, Shri D.M. Raipureji, Chairman Tungabhadra Board, to kindly release the CSIR-CECRI's technology capsule. Friends, before we have the address by our guest of honor, Shri D.M. Raipureji, I request Dr. Poonam to introduce our guest of honor to the audience, please.
Thanks, Vani. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce Shri D.M. Raipureji. Shri Raipureji is chairman of Tungabhadra Board, Karnataka. He did his B.E. in Civil Engineering from Government Engineering College, Amravati, Maharashtra in the year 1988 and M.Tech in Water Resources Engineering from IIT Madras in the year 1990. Sir has vast professional experience. He was Assistant Director in Office of Chief Engineer, CWC, Hyderabad from 1994 to 1998. He also held the position of Deputy Director, Bain-Ganga Division during 1998-2010. He was Director Appraisal Directorate in Nagpur and New Delhi during 2010 to 2020. He is also a Member Secretary in Krishna River Management Board, Hyderabad. Sir has actively participated in several training programs, seminars and conferences and has published several papers in well-reputed journals in the area of water resources and engineering. With these few words, I request our Honorable honorable guest of honor, Shri D.M. Raipuraji sir, to kindly address the gathering. Sir.
Welcome you all. And this is not the word I heard or learned just today. I was very much associated with Tamil Nadu, and I was there for 2 years in Chennai, IIT Chennai. And I had very good friends there who were telling me about the rich tradition of Tamil Nadu. So I'm very happy to be here. And our chief guest today, Dr. Devashish, he has enlightened us about what are really, whether the so-called green technologies are really green technologies, citing the example of nickel exploration. Then we are having Director CSIR-CECRI, Dr. Ramesha, then Kartik Kumar, Dr. Kartik Kumar, Saint Govind, Dr. Davidson, Dr. Saraswati, former scientist of CSIR-CECRI, scientific community, I think industrial, the people who are involved in industries, students, and maybe people from press. I welcome you all and greetings from me to all of you. You know that there are a lot of scientific developments, and those scientific developments has made our life very pleasurable. Till now not miserable, but pleasurable it is there, till now. We don't know what will happen in future. And we are enjoying the fruits of such technologies, technological developments. This is one of the main examples of technological developments and how our life has been made very pleasurable, very easy. Just 20 years back, this instrument was not that much popularly known. It was not there. The computer used to be very big one, very costly, beyond the reach of common people. Now everybody of you are having this instrument called mobile phone, either in your pocket or either in your purse, isn't it? So that is the development of technology. And there are institutes who are contributing for such things, for development of the nation, well-being of the society, and such institutes are like that CSIR-CECRI, who are doing all innovations and showcasing various technologies for general public. Today we just released technology capsule of CRI. I have gone through that booklet, and it consists of technology, user-friendly technologies, and actually which will impact the overall life of our people. There are technologies for cleaning of water, purification of water, depurification, that is removal of fluoride from water, then coating, then lithium-ion batteries, and that kind of things. Of course, today is just a curtain raiser function, and I'm really very happy to be part of this curtain raiser function of 1 week, 1 lab, because whatever the technologies are there, they should be approachable, accessible to general public and industries particularly. And the budding scientists who are students here present, they should also know what is happening in the field of technologies. I am very thankful to Sri Dr. Ramesha and other officers and scientists of CRI who invited me for this function, and I know for last 75 years this institute has been doing a lot of research, particularly green research, which minimum, I would call minimum green gases, actually minimum pollution because they are using the greener technologies. And all their research and their endeavors will be fruitful for development of our nation. So I wish all the best for this one lab, 1 week, one lab celebrations, and their celebrations are the next 76th year of their existence. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very excellent address. It is so kind of you that you have highlighted various R&D areas of CSIR-CECRI. And sir, we are also thankful to you for your association with us on corrosion mitigation and protection. Thank you so much, sir.
Now it is time for the felicitation address from our guest of honor, Dr. Kartik Kumarji, R&D Director, St. Gobain Research India Private Limited, Chennai. Before we invite him for his address, we would like to introduce him to our audience.
It's my pleasure to introduce you, sir. Dr. Kartik joined St. Gobain R&D in the year 2018. Prior to this, he has worked in Unilever R&D for 12 years and Ecojol Nobel R&D for 3 years and Reckitt Benckiser R&D for 4 years. I feel proud in announcing that sir is our BTech alumni. He did his BTech from CSIR-CECRI in the area of electrochemical engineering and technology. He is MS in chemistry in the area of conducting polymers, and he did his PhD in chemical engineering biotechnology, both from RPI, New York, USA. He has worked across diverse project development teams of skin cleansing and care, fabric cleaning, wall paint, wood coating, pest control products, and now in performance plastics and design innovation teams. Sustainable innovation has been core to his research. He earned 6 patents and 2 scientific journal publications. In 2016, he was nominated for Innovation Hackathon in Cairns. He has worked in India and Netherlands and has developed innovative products using strong consumer insights across Asia, Europe, and Latin America. He has been leading multicultural teams since 2006 and is actively mentoring young and future leaders in company. So with these few words, I request you, sir, for your felicitation address.
And dear Dr. Bakshis, Dr. Laibra, Dr. Ravisha, Saraswati Ma'am and Dr. Jones. It's a great honor for me to be here in this podium where I started my research 33 years back. Literally, this is the podium where I presented my student paper, and it's set me the tone at which where I'm going. CSIR-CECRI actually shaped me in a lot of ways. I was telling sir that it was a very unique and interdisciplinary program put together in terms of BTech, where scientists used to come and teach. Initially, when it started in 1988, I realized the reluctance of scientists to come all the way till the first floor to do the teaching of maths and the different kinds of things. But the conversation went deeper and deeper, and then we started a lot of activities called Select, Interface, then Intersect. It got mixed up, got Intersect, and various things happened. So what it really seeded in us is the ability to do research. Today I am one of the few guys who's still in the research. I'm sure a lot of us in the alumni group are going to discuss a lot of things today. But when we talk about research and a CSIR lab like this, I was party to how a technology was developed from scratch. If you in those days, the biggest innovation which was happening was the titanium titanium substrate insoluble anode, TSI as we call it, and a lot of energy was being put. You would see, scientists running around, getting data. Labs experiments were done, symposiums were conducted, industry was used to visit, technology transfer used to happen. A lot of things happened around in TSI lab. At that point of time, I realized how technology is put together. These experiences have made me rich in how to explore discover, go for the data, work for the productivity of industries and many aspects like this. So in that context, I would like to thank CECRI and all of you here for what I'm here today. Today, I also work as R&D Director for Sengubin R&D at Chennai IIT Madras Research Park, close to Chennai CECRI unit and of course various academic centers there. We have a lab of, our lab was established 10 years back. We have a lab of 120,000 square feet with 300 scientists, and we work on various aspects of materials, system solutions for construction, mobility, and of course even industries. So, but we have 161 patents and many such accolades which make us, a lab, an industrial lab for us to be proud of. But it is the humbling experience to be back for we at CECRI today that makes me, a full circular in terms of what we are in research, industry, and various aspects. One of the topics I want to talk about is, of course, there, but I would like to emphasize what Dr. Debashish mentioned. We are at the cusp of a change. The most important thing which we all talk about today is the sustainability, and even in industries, we are talking a lot on sustainability, and that makes this problem statement unique. Unique and identical for all of us. So in that context, we have Saint-Gobain is a signatory for net zero carbon by 2050, and I'm sure many such industries have similar aspects for which all the R&D is to be done. But to me, the most important word I want to stress on today is the collaboration. I think it was brought out in a lot of small aspects earlier. When we talk about collaboration, the world is changing very fast. The world is very, very changing fast. When we need to quickly adapt to these changes. When CECRI was inaugurated by Sri Jawaharlal Nehru in 1948, along with Dr. Alakappa Chettiar and Sri Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar at that point of time, they envisioned this place to be a beacon of industrial research, in the context of how the technology was to be developed and spread out. On 14th January 1953, Dr. Radhakrishna dedicated the CECRI as the 12th CSIR lab and national lab, and today with 37 labs, CSIR actually reaches out to a lot of industries in terms of how the technology is rolled out, including the fact that Dr. Kalacharvi has come from CECRI as a boy is a very proud moment for me. Coming back to collaboration, I think in today's world, partnership is very key. If I were to talk about the development of both industry and R&D, it is very imperative that the scale at which India is going to grow, or is growing, is humongous. I mean, we all got the data from Sir on how we are with respect to the world. But the world is looking at us today with the changing geopolitical situation, changing environment, to be the manufacturing hub for the world. And in that condition, where basically we are looking at a major change in the scale of how we can do things. It's a very important thing to be looked at as a major manufacturing country, and for that we need to have a collaboration and partnership that helps us a lot in developing technologies. It's a big and small, and also ability to develop a large scale volume and with sustainable solutions. That's the big challenge, because a lot of countries have gone off without the fact that it's sustainable. Today we have to be sustainable. And we have to win in this together. We can't just have a system which is only an industry or only a CSR or this kind of thing. We have to win together. That's what collaboration is all about. Now for the industrial R&D, ideas come from all dimensions. It can come from academia, it can come from CSR lab, it can come from startups and various aspects for it. For companies like us, we are housed in a research center. It's a very good opportunity for us to collaborate with all startups and academia and make sure that we are able to get the win-win situation. I'm proud to be associated with CECRI for innovation, be it what we're going to sign today, as Dr. Saraswati mentioned. We have various products in our market, like the shower cubicle fittings and mirror, where actually corrosion does happen. Today we are actually going to work with the CECRI for in that context. Agreement is going to be signed in a few hours where we are going to have an ability for us to map and develop products for a coastal region. One Week, One Lab initiative is a very exciting aspect of such collaboration. Seriously, collaboration is a very important aspect that where we work together, and One Week, One Lab provides opportunity to interact various forum, showcase the capability of such lab like CSIR-CECRI, and also bring richness to the concepts of collaboration. I profusely thank the director and CSIR-CECRI students to organize, scientists to organize one such here and inviting me here for the curtain raiser. With the industrial R&D and alumni of CSIR-CECRI, I find myself to be the unique combination to be part of this curtain raiser. To wrap up, I would like to wish one Week, One Lab a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very wonderful felicitation address. You have shared your past experience at CSIR-CECRI during your BTech program. You also recall CSIR-CECRI's proud history and present, and you highlighted a very important aspect of collaborative research. We are very much thankful to have you here. Thank you so much, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, next on agenda is transfer of technology by CSIR-CECRI on mixed metal oxides coating for anode of electrochemical cell for the production of hypochlorite. Rods suppress oxygen evolution and produce high purity chlorine. This technology has improved the service life of anode by 7 years, and it shows a high current efficiency.
Today, we are transferring this technology to two of our esteemed clients. May I now invite representative from RSVP Chlorotech Chennai and team CSIR-CECRI comprising of Dr. Deepak Patnaik, Dr. T. Raju sir and Dr. S. Vasudevan sir to kindly come on the dais, please. I also request Head TTBD, Dr. Davidson sir, to kindly initiate the proceeding, please. Sir. I invite RSVP Chlorotech Chennai to kindly come on the dais, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Next, I invite representative from Agile Power Control System Chennai to kindly come on the dais, please. I also request Dr. Davidson, sir, to kindly initiate the proceeding, please. Agile.
Thank you, sir. Next is the delivery of piezoelectric dynamic pressure sensor. This product is strategically important because India is currently importing these sensors from the USA, Ukraine and Russia. The sensor will be useful to assess the combustion stability of the fuel, which is developed by IPRC. The sensor will be inserted into the combustion chamber, wherein the thermal pressure converts into vibration of the sensing element that produces a signal indicating the instabilities during the ground test and in flight of rocket engines. In this regard, CSIR-CECRI developed 3D printed piezoelectric pressure sensors of 2 numbers and releasing them to ISRO IPRC for further process.
May I now request Dr. S. Murugan, scientist ISRO, IPRC and team CSIR-CECRI comprising of Dr. G. Sridhar and Dr. P. Subramaniam, sir, to please come on the dais. I request Davidson, sir, to kindly transfer the microphone. Dr. Sridhar and Dr. Subramaniam, sir. I request Srinivasan ji also to kindly come on the dais, please. Palli Vain, sir, also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. May I now request Dr. Jonas Davidson, Head Technology Transfer and Business Development Group, CSIR-CECRI, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Respected Director, CECRI, Dr. K. Ramesha, Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya ji, distinguished guests of honor, Shri D.M. Raipure, Dr. Karthik Kumar, guests from industry, heads of departments, Dr. Satyanarayana from CSIR headquarters, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege for me to express warm and sincere thanks on behalf of CECRI fraternity to all of us here today. At the outset, let me thank our chief guest, Dr. Debashish Bhattacharya ji, and guest of honors, Sri D.M. Raipure and Dr. Karthik Kumar, for their stimulating address on climate change and sustainability, and your gracious participation in the inaugural function of OLOW campaign of CSIR-CECRI. The success of this campaign depends on the efforts of many people, importantly our leadership, whose enthusiasm and support so many of us could come together, which could bring groundbreaking exchange of views, perspectives and business during the showcase of our R&D products in this campaign. Grateful to members of various advisory committees of OLOW who have shared their insights that has helped in shaped the thinking of this campaign. We express our warm appreciation to many people behind the scenes who have worked hard for this OLOW to happen in CSIR-CECRI. The gathering is expected to bring about 1,000 participants from various sectors and spread over this entire week. As we bring all of you together, we can't imagine the knowledge and ideas and business that will be generated and the relationships that will be formed. Our hope is that OWOL campaign will break new ground in terms of developing new technologies by CSIR with fruitful interaction, collaboration with industry and other stakeholders. Please join me in expressing our appreciation once again to our chief guests, guests of honor and guests from industry who have taken time and come all along the way for taking the time to be with us during this campaign. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very nice and encouraging words. Friends, next on agenda is inauguration of CSIR-CECRI Technology Pavilion and 2 other R&D facilities, that is molten salt metallurgy and gamma MnO2 pilot plant by our esteemed guests. Before we break for tea, there are a couple of announcements. We request everyone to please remain seated till our delegates proceed for the inauguration of CSIR Technology Pavilion. We also request everyone to kindly visit the pavilion and enjoy the tea as well. We also request you all to please assemble back by 12 p.m. for another event on CSIR-CECRI Industry Connect. So with this, we thank everyone. We thank all our honorable guests and guests of honors. Thank you one and all. Please